Ну а как дела? Так себе? Усталый? Усталый?
Неплохо.
Неплохо? Неплохо? А, вот. Это? Как у вас был уикенд? Какие у вас были выходные? Хорошие? Хорошие выходные? Да, у вас были вечеринки, да? То партии были на кампусе. Да, это был большой уикенд на кампусе. Да? Да, может быть. Вас интересует. Да. Да. Значит, вы устали. Хорошо. Хорошо. Начнем сегодня с новой темы. We're having technical issues, so I will just do things a little bit more simple. Скажите мне, пожалуйста, ребята, кто это? Кто это?
Leonard.
Это Леонард и Шелдон. Да, ну, наверное, знаете, это Леонард и Шелдон. Скажите мне, пожалуйста, с кем Шелдон? С кем Шелдон? Шелдон с Леннардом. Шелдон с Леннардом. С кем Леннард? Леннард с... Молодец. Шелдон ном. Спасибо. Окей, now we get it. Survey says. Вот. Okay. Выключим свет, так что хорошо видно. You see the right?
Да.
Хорошо. Леннард с Шелдоном, Шелдон с Леннардом. Кто это? Да, это Бэтмен и Супермен. С кем Супермен? Супермен с Бэтмен? Но. И с кем Бэтмен?
С Суперменом.
Супермен, но. Кто это?
Анна.
И? Анна и Элса, конечно. С кем Анна? Анна с Элсой. Анна с Элсой. С кем Элса? Элса с... Громче. Сан... Анна с Элсой с Анной. Дальше. Кто это?
Это Чебурашка.
Это Чебурашка. А это, знаете, это крокодил Гения. Это Гения и Чебурашка. Это очень известный мультфильм в России. Это Чебурашка и Гения. С кем Гения?
Гения
Чебурашка. Чебурашка, как Анна, как Элса, с Чебурашкой. Молодец. С кем Чебурашка? Чебурашка с... Это не Гена, это Гения. Это Гения. Чебурашка с Генией. С Чебурашкой, с Генией. Что это? Кто это? Собака и
Кошки.
Кошки. С кем кошки? Собакой. Собака с собакой. С кем собака? Собака с кошками. С кошками. Кошки. Собака с кошками. А это один кот и собаки. С кем собаки? Собаки
Какой?
с кошкой или с котом. С кем кошка? Кошками значит собаками. Кошка с собаками. Alright. Вот ваши окончания. There are your endings for your new case. Падеж называется предварительный падеж, instrumental case. Here are, fortunately you can't see some of them.
Just
You can pull it down.
Oh, умница. Вот ваши правила формирования. There are your formation rules for making cases. You should be familiar with these already, but it's always worth going over them again. Your various steps are, is your noun singular or plural? If it's plural, you can skip to here. Know your gender of the noun. Know whether the stem of the noun is hard or soft. Does that, I'm not sure how Machala presents some of this stuff, but hard endings, soft endings, does that ring a bell?
yeah.
Is there a spelling rule involved? Remember, you have, depending on how you're counting, 3 or 4 or 5 spelling rules, but there's three main ones. So if there's a spelling rule involved, use your spelling rule. Step 5, Russian, of course, delights in all of its weird little eccentricities. So if there's anything weird about a particular noun, such as a fill vowel that needs to be removed, or there's something odd about the plural, make sure you do that. And then your final step is add the appropriate ending. So I think I'm going to put the little lights back on. Chimes, yes, all right. Лучше там или лучше здесь? If I write on the board. Все равно?
Спросите их.
Начнем здесь и потом туда, если нужно. All right. I'm going to give you a noun. We'll go through our steps and we'll put on the end. All right. У меня ужасное правописание, ужасный почерк. Really bad handwriting. Like just fair warning. All right, journal. Singular, we'll do singular for the start. Gender, мужской, средний, женский. Мужской, masculine, мужской. Hard or soft, тяжелый или мягкий. What comes at the end of the word? What's the ending of this word? It has no ending, right? A word like kniga, if the screen isn't blocking it, your I is your ending. A word like nedelya, ya is your ending. A word like slovar, which we'll come back to in a second, soft sign is your ending. But a noun that ends in a hard consonant, a masculine noun, has no ending. If it has no ending, it's hard. Right? Zero ending equals hard ending. All right, so journal, hard ending. We go up to a little chart here. The мужской средний, the masculine and neuter row. Our choices for the endings are om, yem. We'll get to yom in a second. Just ignore it for a second. So, это om или yem? Om, because it's a hard ending. That's it. Journal. Om. That's instrumental of journal. Let's do pismo. You had this word, right? This dates back to an ancient time when people used to write letters by hand using ink and paper. I know it sounds bizarre these days. All right. Где основа, где окончание? Where's the stem, where's the ending? Somebody said, oh, pism is your stem. Don't keep this, don't do anything to the soft sign. I know you kind of get in the habit of soft signs must come off. Soft sign doesn't go anywhere. O is your ending. Is this a hard or soft stem? Just for review. What am I missing? Tvrdi znak. Oh, and U. Soft endings are yo, ya, I, ye, nějaký znak, I, U. I could have put those in a better order, but so be it. All right, pismo, O, so it's hard, neuter, so we're on this row. Om or yem? Om. Pismom. Instrumental of pismo. Газета. Stem ending. Основа и окончание. А. Газета. What gender? Какого рода? Женский. We'll come back to this soft sign. Ой or yay? Ой, why? Hard. Got the hang of it. Газет. Toy. Slovar. What gender? These myaky knockers are tricky because you have to know them. Мой словарь or моя словарь? Русский словарь or русская словарь? Русский словарь. Мой словарь. So it's мужской. Мужской, masculine. Словарь. What's the stem? What's the ending? So take your soft sign off. It ends in a soft sign, so is it hard or soft? Right, that one's easy. But there's also something about Slovar that's also a little tricky. What is the plural of Slovar? Slovar, Slovar. Slovari. Genitive singular of Slovar is Slovaria. It's N stressed. So when you have an N stressed, a soft N stressed noun, instead of yem, you have yom. And it's what's called a hidden yo, because it's a ye when it's unstressed and it's a yo when it's stressed. So Slovak yom. If you ever need to say with the dictionary. How about семья? Family. Где основа, где окончание? Yeah? Very good. Well, let's see. Do not take the soft sign in this word off. It stays on the stem. You take your ya off. Мягкий или твердый? Мягкий. Sim. Where's the stress? Right? It's an N-stressed word, so what do you think the ending is going to be? Simyoy. You want an accent and the 2 dots. Платье. Should start getting a little quicker here. Платье. Средний. Hard or soft? Soft. Black. Tiamo. Mousier. What's the stem? What's the ending? That's another tricky word. Mousier. Это основа. И краткое это окончание. So музей. Твердый или мягкий? Музей. Ом or yem?
Yeah.
Yem. Z'yem. Z'yem. Yem. Let's skip one of these here. All right. Titrat. You have this word?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Это тетрадь. Well, it's one of the words for it anyway. Titrat, not like notebook. What feminine mjaki znakers have you had? Any word that ends in ost.
Dvier.
Dvier. Mать. Deutsch.
Well, mats, we'll get to mats.
Ja, знаю.
Dvier. Right. Dvier. This is the one sort of real exception to the instrumental rules. Одно исключение. Feminine mjaki znakers take the ending soft sign U. Other than this one little thing here, it is really a very law-abiding case. It's one of the more well-behaved cases. To make up for it, Russian uses it in all kinds of different ways, but the formation is actually one of the easier, I think. So dvier, instrumental, because it's feminine mjaki znak, is dvierju. Right. Let's do some adjectives. Now we're over into this corner here. Endings for adjectives, or im, depending on hardness and softness and your spelling rules. Oi, ye, you should be used to this ending because it's the same feminine adjective ending for prepositional, dative, everything except for accusative. And then your plural endings, these are the best endings in all the entire language. Ami, yami, and imi, imi. All right, let's go for the novi. Nov. Right, journal is masculine. We're up here. Is novi a hard stem or soft stem adjective? Hard. Is there any spelling rule with a stem that ends in v?
Yeah.
Nope. So, s novim journalom, with the new newspaper. With the new letter, плохой. Письмо среднего рода, твердый или мягкий, плохой. It's hard. Okay, it's a tricky word, which we'll get to in a second. Are there any spelling rules involved?
No.
It actually doesn't even matter if it's hard or soft, because the spelling rule takes care of it. Плохой, what is the spelling rule? Такое правило правописания. You cannot have an uy after a ha, it has to be e. Best thing you can do for your Russian spelling careers is tattoo those spelling rules on your arm or something, because you use them constantly. Let's do, хорошая газета с, give me a little clue there. Let's skip the hard soft, because there's spelling rules all over the place here. There's a spelling rule, хороший, what is it? Газета, feminine? Why is it a, yay? No unstressed O after a sha. Хороший. But let's say we wanted the big newspaper, right? Bal. Shoy. Even though these two words end in the same letter, this is oi and this is ye because of the difference in stress. Большой, хороший. Мой словарь. So, you had the noun ending, adjective ending. Моим, Moi and tvoi are all soft stem adjectives. Moim, slovaryom, with our family, nash. Same spelling rules with хороший. You can't have an unstressed O after the sha, so nashe. Etet. That's always a tricky one. What's the stem? What's the ending for etet? Основа, окончание. Et is your stem for etet. Et, eta, eto, eti. It's a little weird. It's also not a Russian word. They stole it from Bulgarian or something. So et, and this is another weird one because tot, this should be hard stem because this is an O, but for some reason it's seti. Don't worry about why, it just is. Et, so these pronoun ones tend to be a little odd. Его. What do we do with его in instrumental? This one shouldn't require any thought. Nothing. Его. Your possessive adjectives, его, ее, and их do not change under any circumstances. Right? They really work the same way as his, hers, and theirs does in English. And we'll do one more, the Russian door. Ver feminine, ruskoy or rus. Don't get thrown off. And K is one of those letters that is in some of the spelling rules, but it's not in this spelling rule. There's no problem with an unstressed O after a K. Ruskoy, veryu. All right, the endings here are the местоимения, the pronouns, if you like them. All right. Учебники есть у вас? Возьмите учебники, пожалуйста. Страница 77, пожалуйста. 77. Упражнение 3. Вот, внизу. 77. Раскройте скобки. Fill in the blanks. Выполните пропуски. 77 нашли. Нашли. Okay, fill in the blanks with the correct form of the noun or the pronoun in parentheses. S, with whom? S. С кем? Это вопрос. С кем? С кем разговаривает Джон? Есть в учебнике ошибка. There's a mistake in the book. Get your smelling salts out, your fainting couches. There's a mistake in the book. It is not sa, it should be s. This is actually a mistake Russians sometimes mess up when you use the so, when you use the saw. So just erase the O that is after that sa. It is s, sar, ui, saroi. And when you have those two S's together, you don't pronounce them separately, you kind of string them together. Saroi. Hold the S slightly longer, you don't pronounce them as separately. All right. Saroi, I. Sanye, Anya, soft stem, use the other end, sanye. Два. С кем любит разговаривать Рая? С иностранцы, множественное число. Иностранцами. Иностранцами. 3. С кем? Джим часто разговаривает по телефону. С Станьей и Профессор О. На улице стоит автобус. Туристы. Множественное число. Is there any spelling rule or anything weird? Nope. Туристами. Поставьте портфель, briefcase, с книгами. Right? Because you see книги, it looks like it might be soft, but why is it книги? Because of the spelling rule. It's not a soft stem noun, it's just there because of the spelling rule, so when you go back to your other forms, it's hard. Книгами. Actually, the spelling really can't be ya after j anyway, but... Кто этот человек с газетой? Вон стоит женщина с собакой. Хотите кофе? С молоком. You use these a lot with foods. Кофе с молоком, чай с лимоном, pizza с колбасой. I think that's your next chapters. Right. Мне, пожалуйста, бутерброд с колбасой. Вера играет в теннис с подругами. Right. Let's do exercise 4, and then I have some weird ones to go over with you. На следующей странице 78 упражнение 4. С какой, с каким, с какими. So, adjectives. Кто этот человек с большим? You know, портфель is masculine because it's большой, not большая. So с большим. Pортфель, it ends in a soft sign, so it's ем. And it's not end stressed, so it's портфель, ем. Вот карта с названия. Tell me about названия. What gender? What's? Нет. It is среднего рода. Среднего рода множественного числа. It is neuter plural. Remember, just because you see an a at the end of the word doesn't mean that it's feminine. Sometimes you have these neuter plurals that end in a or ya. So новые названия, we have a neuter plural. So вот карта с новыми названиями. These east ends trick you guys up. Название. Yeah, where's the stem? Where's the ending? Название.